Hi folks. Today we'll see a lead code problem on valid Sudoku. That is, given a Sudoku grid, we have to determine whether it's a valid Sudoku or not. That is, the numbers shouldn't repeat in rows as well as in columns as well as within the same boxes. If it repeats in either of the rows, columns or within the same boxes, we have to return false. Since this is a boolean function, we have to return false. If it is not repeating, we have to return true. In this given Sudoku, no number repeats in the given row or column or within the same boxes for all the grids if you see. Therefore, we'll return true for this grid. Okay. And if you look at this input, dot represents the blank cell and the given numbers are as follows. But if you look at it carefully, if we replace this 5 with 8, which means that 8 and 8 are within the same columns. If you look at this case, see 8 and 8 are within the same columns. Therefore, we have to return false. So let's try to solve this problem. For this, we will use three maps. Unordered map in C. It's nothing but char. We have to keep track of rows, columns, and then boxes, right? So for that purposes, we are using three maps. F9. Unordered map. Columns 9, and then for boxes I'll also have another map. Okay, perfect. Now let me store the value of rows and columns in a variable. Int r is equal to row dot size. This is the row size of the matrix. Int c is equal to board of 0 dot size. Okay, perfect. So what we'll do, we'll try to iterate for each characters. Int I is equal to 0, I less than r, I plus plus. For int j is equal to 0, j less than c, j plus plus. So what we'll do, okay, first we'll store the character. Character is nothing but board of I and j. This denotes the current character, current cell, if you have to be more precise. Okay. If ch is not equal to the dot, which is nothing but a blank cell, and there is some conditions that needs to be followed, that the number shouldn't repeat in the rows, columns, rows as well as in the boxes. So for that, what we'll do, if rows of I, which is checks for the rows, and ch plus plus is greater than 0, which means that before incrementing, if already this is a post increment, right? So before incrementing the value, if it's already greater than 0, means it has already repeated, right? For example, let's say 8 is there. So 8 for column 0 would have been initially 0. After that, we would have incremented it to 1. Then after that, when we come to this cell, when we try to increment the value, before incrementing also the value is greater than 0, which means that it's already repeating. So if that's the case, or columns of j and ch, just check for column incrementation, column duplication is greater than 0, or just checks for boxes implementation, boxes duplication. Rows 0, 1, 2 comes under box 0 as I have denoted in the grid. 0, 1, 2. So rows 0, 1, 2, and after that, when it comes to 3, it goes to the third box. So what we'll do, we'll divide the rows by 3 into 3 plus j by 3. That is, let's say we are in row number 3. So 3 by 3 is nothing but 1. So 1 into 3 is nothing but 3. And after that, column is nothing but 0. So this element will naturally go into box 3. Let's take, for example, 7. 7 belongs to 0th row and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th column, correct? So it has to go in first box. So what we'll do, for 7, it is column number 5 and row is 0. Row is 0, column is 5. So what we'll do, using this formula, 0 by 3 is nothing but 0, into 3 is also 0, plus 5 by 3 is nothing but 1. So 5 by 3 is nothing but 1. So this will automatically go into box 1 as denoted here. Okay. So I by 3 into 3 plus j by 3 and ch plus plus, which is before incrementing, if it's already greater than 0, then we have to return false. Okay. I think other than this, I think we don't need any condition. Oh, yeah, it's return 0. Yeah, we have to return false, else there is no problem. So this when we come out of this loop, we have to return true, because it's not satisfying in any condition. We'll return true. Okay. So let me remove this and try to run this program. Let me remove this and try to run this program. Okay. Perfect. Let me try to submit it. Okay. So, but if you look at this problem carefully, we are using 3 maps here, 3 array of maps to find for rows, columns, and as well as boxes. Instead of using 3 arrays, let's try to solve this using a single set. Okay. We'll denote it by capital S. Okay. Basically, we are using set because it removes the duplicates. It doesn't store duplicates, so we can find whether it has been already repeated. So for this purpose, we are using set. So we'll remove all this. Okay. So, but we used 3 maps in the previous case to distinguish for the rows, columns, as well as for the boxes, right? But if you use a single set, how can we differentiate rows, columns, and boxes? For this purpose, what we'll do, while inserting into the set, let's devise a formula for that. For rows, what we'll do, we'll append the character, that is current cell, with the existing string. For columns, what we'll do, we'll have the initial string first and then we'll append the character. For boxes, we'll have the initial string plus the character plus the initial string. Okay, I think we will be clear once we write the code for this. Okay, so while inserting itself, we'll try to differentiate for rows, columns, and boxes. Okay, so what we'll do, so as in the previous case, char ch we'll have it for the current cell. Okay, instead of this time, I'll just have string ch of 1 and then board of ij. Okay. So I'll try to compute row. So string row is nothing but I'll have this parenthesis here plus 2 string of I. Wait, let me do it within spaces. Plus the closing parenthesis here. Plus the ch. So for all, we are inserting the row first, that is if the row is 0, we'll insert it like, we'll insert 0 here followed by the current character, which is nothing but 5. Okay. For column, similarly what we'll do, string column is equal to, we'll have ch first plus opening parenthesis plus 2 string of j, which denotes the column, plus closing parenthesis. Okay. So for column, how we'll insert, let's say for 7, the column is nothing but 5. Okay, column is nothing but 5. So we'll insert it like, the element is nothing but 7, so 7 followed by 5. This is for the column. This is the pattern that we are going to follow for column. So by this way, we are doing this because we can differentiate for row insert and column insert by this manner. So similarly for boxes, or what I will do, string box is nothing but I'll insert this first, and this is string by 3, I by 3 to find which box, ch. String of j by 3 plus closing parenthesis. Okay, fine. So for box, the pattern will be like, let's say for 8 the box is 0, so we'll be like 0, then followed by, which is 8, which is the element, and followed by j by 3 is 2 by 3 is also 0, and then we'll close it here. So this is the pattern that we are going to follow for boxes. Okay, so by this way we can differentiate for row, column, and then the box. And after that we'll just do a small check here. If s dot find of row is not equal to s dot end, or s dot find of column is not equal to s dot end, or s dot find of box is not equal to s dot end, will return false. We are doing this because basically s dot end signifies that this is the end of the set, which means that the element is not found. But when the find is not equal to s dot end, which means that the element is already existing in the set, in that case will return false. Else I'll just insert row, column, and box. Okay, I think we are good here. Okay, perfect. So let me remove this. Let me try to run this code. Okay, let's see. Okay, I think we have found out an error. So what we'll do, if board of I and j, if it's equal to this character, we'll just continue. You missed the check there, we'll just give continue there. Okay, let's try to run this code now. Perfect. Now let's submit this code. Yeah, that's it folks. If you like this video, please subscribe to Algo Unchained channel. If you have any feedbacks, please leave it on the comment section so that we can improve on our next videos. Thanks folks.